1 week later, and I am back in Venice, to pick up my translated documents. The translators were very quick. After my thorough meeting with them last week, they finished all the translations in 1 week and went and got them authenticated, certified at the Giudice di Pace, Justice of the Peace. And now we're gonna go pick them up, and I'll give you guys some more updates and some more explanations on how to get your translations done, why this translator was so great for me, and what the final translations even look like. So almost there. Took a 2 hour and a half train from the northeast of Italy to Venice Mestre, not Venice like the island, but like the mainland. And now I'm gonna get there, and walking the city is such a blessing, by the way. If you got to do it when you're going to translators or different offices, just walk. You get a much better feel. You're already living and applying in Italy for citizenship, so might as well soak it up and see what it's like instead of sprinting and getting on a bus. And just walk, man, if you can. Yeah, I just picked up my translated certificates, documents, all 9 of them, from FINKING Translation Services with Elena. They're all in my backpack. I took a picture with her because I want to be able to showcase to you guys and other people in the big Facebook group about who helped me and who was a great translator. She got it done in 1 week. I'll show you guys how the translations kind of look later. Obviously, I'm not going to show you all the information on there about me and my family, but generally how they look. And it took only a week from the time I got it to her. I'll send you guys and show you the actual totals of what everything cost once I sit down and do that. Now I'm gonna go walk through Venice. I finally got all my translated documents, baby. She was so thorough. She let me come last week and go through the documents with her to get it, make sure that it's correct. Oh, it was great. Anyway, I'm gonna walk through Venice. Feels awesome to finally have these done and finished. Now I can get moving with the Comune, but I'm gonna chill in Venice for a bit because there is a lot of people here. It's September 3rd. Before, there was not that many people last time I was here. Now there's a ton because August was vacation month. I'm gonna sit, people watch all these Europeans, Italians walk around because it's just entertaining. It's entertaining. And yeah, the pretty Italian trees. Okay, ciao ciao. I will explain more later. Hello everybody, I made it back home in the little village of Italy. I'm not gonna say which village, but I have all my translations here, and I'm gonna show you guys what they look like. I'm gonna go through some information that I think can help you regarding this. I'm gonna share with you how much it cost. First of all, it feels amazing to finally have, also excuse the echo. I'm in a big old Italian house, so it's very echoey. I'm just gonna say it feels amazing. Wow, the beard is red right now. Wow. Okay, focus. Feels amazing to have the translations finally done. This is the step that I've been waiting on. I did my declaration of hospitality, dichiarazione di ospitalità, and everything else I really couldn't move forward on with the process until I had these translated documents. Now that I have them, I can go and declare my residency with the Comune. They can do the police check, make sure I'm actually a resident living here, and then I can have my citizenship appointment where I give them all these documents and they thoroughly go over them with me. So this I've been in Italy now 2 weeks and 4 days, I think. Yeah. And I was just waiting on these translations. I did not do them in the States, as I said in my previous video, because of my timeline of when I was gonna come to Italy and when I finally got my final document from the state of New York, because they have absolutely ridiculous privacy laws. And with the cost of hiring the translator online in the States, sending them the documents, them emailing me the translations, me printing them, I think that's how it works, or they send them to me. And then I have to send them to each state to get them apostilled, or the translator or me sends their translations to the consulate. Mine would be Miami. Then I gotta wait on Miami to send me a certification back. It was just like easier to just do it here. And from what I understand, it's pretty much the same amount of money. Pretty close. People in the Facebook group were getting on me like, why would you do translations in Italy? Well, that's just how it worked for me. Some people in there just love to voice their opinion, and not voice their opinion, but like talk down on somebody that did something different. Like, bro, relax. So here are the translations. What it cost me, 1,112 euros to get my translations. What it cost me to get all the documents, I do not know. I have that somewhere. I'm going to have to show that to you guys later down the line with the process, with the other videos. But 1,112 euros is equal to 1,227 US dollars just for the translation. And when I went through these translations with Elena, the owner of FINKING translation service in Venezia, me and my girlfriend found her on Google, and we sent out requests to multiple different translators, and she gave us a quote back, and it was a little more than some of the other people, but she was so reputable based on everything online compared to everyone else. And in the end, it was just like barely a difference financially, and it was totally worth any difference, because when this lady was so thorough, I sent her scans of all the documents, because pro tip, when you're getting your certifications and your documents along the way, scan them. Download the Adobe Scan app. Adobe Scan app. You can literally take with your phone, put your phone on top of the document, and it'll scan it, save it as a PDF, and then you can send those scans to any translator that you were looking for a quote from. And they can go through your documents and they'll give you a quote. Without the scan, they really don't know how to give you a quote, right? And I went in person to drop these off so that, because I didn't trust the Italian post office. I've had a little issues before trying to get a certification. Nah, I'm taking the train. I've worked too hard to get these documents. Ain't no way I'm trusting the Italian post office. So I went there in person, and she said, hey, we need to go over some of these handwritten parts, like some of these documents that were super old with handwritten sections. And she was thorough, man. I mean, I wanted to be thorough to make sure it was correct, that we had the right, that they knew what the handwriting said in English. And it was totally worth any extra money I had to pay, which wasn't even much. So let's show you guys. We have a New York apostille translate, normal document. Then you have the documents underneath, which you guys don't get to see. I don't want to share the information like that. And then we have the translated version of the apostille. See how she made it basically the same? All right. And then you have a Marca da Bollo, which it's like a national stamp you need to put on before you submit these documents to an agency here, or government agency. You can either get documents certified, quote unquote, by the courts here, like county or city courts or whatever, or by the Giudice di Pace, the justice of the peace. And so the translator makes the translations, all these different translations back here, of the original document. Then she brings them to this government agency, the Justice of the Peace, with a paid stamp, a national stamp. And I don't know how to describe it. It's just weird. It just verifies. It's like a payment to the government to submit a paper to the government. I don't get it. This covers 4 pages, one Marca da Bollo, a stamp of a stamp. It's literally what it means. She brings it to this government agency. Wow. I am yawning a lot. And this government agency gives their stamps, and then they give this final paper right here, because the translator, Elena, had to verbally swear or certify that these were true, proper translations, and because she's an accredited translator and known in the area, it was very easy. And when I tell you, when you go through these documents and you think about even just reformatting documents and putting them to make your own translations of the originals, I saw what they were doing, man. It was so, I can't imagine the work. Like, to just pay $1,200 US when I'm already this deep in the process, instead of trying to save some money and maybe I could hire someone over here and then maybe I can do Google Translate. You're already so deep in the process. You want to make sure it's right, because if you have issues with these documents, you're screwed. Or you got to do something over again. No. I am not doing that. Non voglio farlo. I don't want to do that. Non voglio fare quello. I don't want to do that. And you shouldn't either. How do I say that? E tu dovresti, e non dovresti as well. You shouldn't as well. Okay, let's show you some more. Here we go. So here is a apostille from New Jersey. The other one was New York. And then the Italian translation of the apostille. And then again, there's the actual translated pages with all my info, which I'm not going to show you guys. And then the final page on each one, certifying by the Ufficio del Giudice di Pace di Bollo in Venice. And that's basically how every document is. It was very simple. Now I'm going to explain to you guys the different options you have when you apply in Italy for citizenship, like me. I probably should have said that at the beginning of the video. What you can do, okay? You can either, one, kind of do the translations yourself with Google Translate, right? That's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. You can get certified translations by a specific agency that has a certification that they're qualified in the States. You can get apostille translations, where you get translation done by somebody, and then you have to send that translation off to the state in which it came from to get it apostilled again. So yes, you already have your document, and then you have an apostille, and then you have a translation, and then another apostille, which means more sending in the mail, more getting back, also more chances of losing your certificates every time you send it in the mail. I'm not about that. No. Then you have consulate legalized translations, where you send the translations to the consulate in New York or wherever, Miami, DC, Chicago, and they certify that the translations are good. Wow, sitting on the train all day. Whew. And then you have court sworn translations in Italy that you get done. They get sworn in front of the courts by an Italian translator here, or in front of the Giudice di Pace, the Justice of the Peace, like I did. Key thing to remember, I asked my comune beforehand, hey, will you be okay if we get these translations sworn or certified in front of the Giudice di Pace instead of the courts? And they said, yeah, that's fine. And people in the group told me, Facebook group, that the U.S. Italian dual citizenship Facebook group, which has been so helpful. Those people told me that you can usually do the justice of the peace or the courts. Again, I have my translations. I got them done in Italy with Elena, FINKING. If you need quality translations, also if you just need help, she is a service provider. She's helped out people before with different appointments and handling, communicating with the comune, because she's a highly reputable translator in Venice. She was working at a major, I think it was political conference last week when I went there to see her. She helped me with the translations, then she had to leave because she was on stage doing the translations for the conference. She's got all these pictures and information on her wall in there in her little office. Nice office, by the way, showing all the different times she's been a translator at an event, the big people she's worked with. She's been the one on stage at a conference in Venice when the New York mayor came to town. So she's a big deal, and she was amazing with me and thorough, and her team was, with sending me, communicating with me, giving me quotes, making sure I came into the office if I wanted to make sure we had all the English parts understood, all the handwritten stuff. And yeah, oh my God. Need a caffè, espresso. Un espresso, per favore. Or if you're like me and you like to do what's not popular in Italy and order un cappuccino, per favore, after noon, because that's a no-no. It's like what babies drink, cappuccinos, apparently. If you're a tough cookie, an adult, you don't have a cappuccino past noon. Except me, because I'm an American. I do what I want. Yeah. Liberty, freedom, boom. I don't know where I was going with that. But Elena was so helpful and great. I highly recommend her. And I'm glad I went with her over the other translators, because they didn't really have quality websites, nor did they have a lot of reviews on Google, which I need to write one for her because she's been so helpful. And if you do need, I will put her website in the description below. So I'm done now. The next step for me was arrive and get my passport stamp, get my dichiarazione di ospitalità, declaration of hospitality filled out, because I'm being hosted here by my girlfriend's dad, living at that house with her. Then get all the documents ready. I may need to get the codice fiscale, like tax code for me here before my citizenship appointment. I don't know. Next, I'm going to go do my declaration of residency with the comune, where I declare my residency. I show them my documents. I say, hey, I'm ready to do this. We'll see what they say, but then it should be, they do the police check where the police comes and makes sure I'm actually living here. They report back to the comune puts me in the system, and then I can have my appointment to fully submit my documents and start this process. So again, I really could have established residency really a couple days after if I had my documents ready, but I did not. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the comments. I hope this helps you at least understand what I went through and what I'm going through right now. I'm Sean Daniel, by the way, and I'm applying for Italian citizenship via Iuris Sanguinis, via bloodline. And I probably should have said that at the beginning, but hope some of this can help you guys in your process along the way. Ciao, ciao.